Sometimes kindness is courage. Sometimes kindness is slow self-destruction. Before you give everything, ask, who will you be when nothing is left? Kindness is praised in every slogan, carved into every classroom wall, but never weighed on a scale of self-preservation. Ancient Stoics did weigh it. Marcus Aurelius warned that a gift which empties the giver is not virtue. It is negligence of the soul. Today the message is louder than ever. Push harder. Give more. Answer every call. People post quotes about compassion while quietly draining themselves for likes, for praise, for the illusion of being good. They sprint toward approval and collapse at the finish line. Unseen and replaceable, Stoicism offers a harder, kinder truth. If your fire keeps others warm but burns your house to ashes, you have saved no one, least of all yourself. Stop setting yourself on fire. Picture the helper who never refuses. Requests arrive like raindrops. They open their umbrella over everyone else until their own skin is soaked. When crisis strikes their life, the crowd they sheltered vanishes like mist. That emptiness is the tuition fee for excessive generosity. Marcus Aurelius would whisper, "Guard your mind first. From that citadel you can defend the world." 2 gardeners prove the point. The first waters his own soil each dawn, steady, disciplined. By midsummer he harvests abundance and shares baskets of color with the entire village. The second gardener chases every neighbor's wilted rose. His kindness is frantic, roots unattended, weeds rampant. August arrives, his plot is barren, his hands blistered, his neighbors indifferent. Kindness without boundaries destroys the source of kindness. Ask before acting. Is this help sustainable? Will I regret the energy I spend? If the answer trembles, step back. A half-full cup shared daily nourishes more lives than a jug poured once and shattered. 2. Remember, reciprocity expires. Generosity feels pure until we taste the acid of unreturned favor. We plant an orchard of deeds and expect fruit from every branch. But storms erase memory, seasons rewrite loyalty. Epictetus instructed, focus on the seed you drop, not the harvest you imagine. The only fruit guaranteed is the growth of your character. Detach from applause, and disappointment loses its teeth. Give because giving refines you, not because someone might engrave your name in gratitude. Freedom begins the moment you stop keeping score. 3. Learn the word no without guilt. Why is no heavier than yes? Because childhood braided niceness with survival, praise for compliance, silence for dissent. Stoicism severs that braid. You are not the past's puppet, you are the sculptor of present choices. Say no when requests trespass your peace. Say no when the price is your integrity. Spoken calmly, no is not hostility, it is architectural, building a wall that supports the roof of your sanity. Empathy remains. We help where help is just and measured. We refuse where help would pave a road to our own ruin. 4. Audit your emotions. Stoics feel, they simply examine the feeling. After an act of kindness, pause. Do you rise like morning air, or sink like lead? Uplift is a compass toward generous sustainability. Exhaustion is a siren warning of self-betrayal. If bitterness shadows every favor, kindness has turned into currency, spent, not shared. Redirect, rebalance, restore inner quiet. 5. Prioritize the self without becoming selfish. Discipline begins within. You schedule meetings, workouts, deadlines. Schedule restoration. Protect solitude as fiercely as you protect a loved one's crisis. Time invested in your own spirit multiplies the value of every gift you later offer. Kindness should not taste of ashes. Let it taste of balanced strength. Fierce enough to help, wise enough to stop, brave enough to rest. Guard your flame. Let it burn long, not bright and brief. Because a world starved for warmth needs people who can keep their own fires alive. Kindness without clarity breeds exhaustion. Kindness with boundaries breeds respect. Balance is not hardness of heart, it is wisdom of heart. When you give from overflow, kindness reflects your character, never a silent transaction weighed in favors owed. Stoicism asks us to offer help that nourishes both sides, letting generosity stay light, sustainable, and deeply fulfilling. Pause and imagine one small act of kindness you could give today, no expectation, no ledger. Now design the steps that keep your energy whole while you give. That is benevolence without self-betrayal. Requests, however, have no natural limit. History shows us royal courts where attendants tied sandals and washed kings. Tasks a child could perform alone. Fast forward to modern life. Endless messages, favors, quick questions you could answer, yet they happily delegate to you. Stoicism shines a lantern on these demands. Its beam says, help, but keep your center. Don't evaporate in other people's to-do lists. A mother once loved her grown daughter so intensely she shielded the girl from every responsibility. Only the mother's unexpected death forced independence. Good intentions, warped by excess, stifle growth. Marcus Aurelius warned, a man must stand upright, not be kept upright by others. Support should strengthen, not replace, the spine. Seneca added, if a friendship begins for benefit, it will end for benefit. True bonds rest on mutual respect, not endless favors. So value yourself for who you are, not for the services you provide. Boundaries are not selfish, they are self-respect in practice. With them, your yes regains meaning, your generosity regains joy. Remember, when you chronically bend, people begin to label you fragile. They see openings, not kindness. Suddenly every request comes to your door, and your spirit grows thin. But the instant you say a clear, calm no, everything shifts. You teach the world how to treat you. Cicero captured it. What you think of yourself matters far more than what others think of you. The power of no is transformative, a declaration of worth, a blueprint for dignified relationships. Let it guide you, firm but kind, guarded yet warm, until generosity feels light again, and your life remains unmistakably your own. Being available to everyone may leave you absent when it matters most. Those who seek your help may vanish when it's time to celebrate. This harsh reality stings, but it reveals a deeper truth. Your open-heartedness, while noble, can become a blindfold, keeping you from seeing who truly values you, and who simply uses your presence. Yet Stoicism offers clarity. By setting boundaries, you not only protect your energy, you raise the standard of your relationships. Strangely, when you say no more often, people respect you more. Why? Because self-respect sets the tone. When you guard your time, you elevate your value, and those who remain, after you draw the line, are the ones worth keeping. If this resonates with you, pause and reflect. Now let's uncover how to stop being used and start giving from strength. First strategy: eliminate the fear of saying no. That one word, no, often carries more fear than it should. Why? Because early on, we're taught that niceness equals acceptance. That being liked means saying yes. But Stoicism challenges that conditioning. It says, you are no longer a child. You have the power to redefine your boundaries. Say no not with anger, but with calm self-respect. Each time you decline something that drains you, you reclaim your time, your values, your integrity. And yet, Stoicism also teaches balance. It's not about building walls. It's about helping with intention. That's where emotional intelligence comes in. It helps you know when to give, and when to rest, when to offer help, and when to protect your own space. Second strategy: pay attention to your feelings. Stoicism invites you inward. It says, your feelings are data, not weakness. When giving makes you feel light, it's aligned. But when kindness leaves you irritated, tired, or taken for granted, that's your soul whispering, recalibrate. Self-reflection isn't indulgent, it's wisdom in action. And noticing your emotional depletion is the first step to restoring balance. Third strategy: make yourself a priority. You can become an expert in everything except yourself. You guide teams, you solve problems, but are you tending your own needs? Stoicism reminds us, discipline begins with the self. And self-worth isn't found in being useful, it's found in being whole. Carve out space. Protect your energy. Be your own guardian before becoming everyone else's hero. Your peace is not selfish. It's sacred. Stoicism reminds us that self-care is not indulgence, it's duty. To live with clarity, you must honor your body, your mind, your boundaries. No more apologizing for resting. No more guilt for saying no. This year, give yourself back to yourself. Choose one thing, one pursuit, that brings you joy for no other reason than, it feels good. Let it be your ritual of self-honor. And when others demand from you, pause. Offer only what aligns with your capacity. Not from guilt, not from fear, but from strength. Your revival, your peace, comes first. Fourth strategy: identify the takers. Not everyone deserves your energy. Some come only to drain, not to grow with you. They ask endlessly, offer nothing, and leave you hollow. That's not kindness, that's sacrifice. And Stoicism warns us, never bleed for someone who won't even reach for the bandage. You cannot heal those who refuse to rise. Goodwill cannot change those unwilling to change themselves. That's not cynicism, it's clarity. The Stoic path does not teach coldness, it teaches balance. It's a dance between giving and guarding, where your vitality remains intact. Because kindness without limits leads to emptiness. True generosity is not measured by how much you give away, but by how much strength you retain after giving. Seneca said it best, a benefit should be kept like a buried treasure, unearthed only when necessary. Let your kindness be intentional, not impulsive. Give from a full cup, not a leaking one. And know this: the strongest bonds are those that nourish both souls, not one at the expense of the other. So as you walk this path, pause before you give. Check your own pulse, then give from overflow, not obligation. Now, take a moment, reflect. Which part of today's reflection struck deepest in you? Share it below. We read every word. If this message spoke to your heart, subscribe, share, and help us grow this circle of minds. Together, we're building a haven for those who think deeply and live deliberately.